It is a quarter to the weekend. Welcome to Smell the Coffee this Thursday morning with Diana Master and Aina Riza Quayo. Now, before we even get into today's show, we need to talk about the fact that Smell the Coffee has been nominated for NTV Viewers' Choice for Talk Show, and you can vote for us. All you have to do is WhatsApp hashtag NTV Awards 2024 to 085-785-6231 and vote for us, your favorite talk show. We know you love this talk show.
Like, and it's free of charge.
It's free of charge.
You only need data
and you
maybe
only have
Wi-Fi.
One vote. And you only have one vote, so it's not like we're asking you to constantly vote for us. We're just asking that you use your friends' phones as well to vote for us. Anyone who has WhatsApp, really and truly, and while you're at it, you might as well vote for me for Viewers' Choice for Presenter. Again, you can just WhatsApp hashtag NTV Awards 2024 to 085-785-6231. All right, now let's get into it. How are you doing today?
I am good. Let's get into it. I don't know. I'm fine. Can't complain. I know that the energy dropped, but like I am really fine. It's Thursday today?
It is
Thursday. Sometimes I forget the date. I'm just like, what's happening?
You're like, what day is it today?
What day is it? But I'm grateful nonetheless to be here. I'm grateful to be alive, to live to see another day, and just to have some sunshine on my body.
Of course. Okay, so let's talk about it. I'm sure you've heard, or if you haven't, Oscar Pistorius is getting a book deal.
Okay.
Right. So now Reeva Steenkamp's family is beyond upset over it because it is a very lucrative deal. Bidding has already started, and it started at 27 million rand.
Yeah.
And this book might even be turned into a movie.
A Netflix documentary.
You know how it is.
Showmax come through.
No, I speak under corrections, 23 million rand.
Okay.
That's the opening bid. So.
Some people are like, yes, he served his time, so he deserved this. He deserves to live life beyond, paying for his sins, as others would say. But, I don't think the person is never coming back. This is just my opinion. I believe the person is never coming back. And I remember that the family in their statement said that those of us that are left behind are the ones that are now paying a life sentence. So I sympathize with the family. I understand where they are coming from. I would be livid too. Yeah. Because, we've lost our beloved daughter, and now you are continuing to live your life as if nothing had happened.
And you're even making money off of it.
And you are making money off of a tragedy.
Like, like that for me as well is like, listen, again, going back to what I said yesterday and the day before, that there's three sides to every story. Your side, my side, and the truth.
But the truth is someone is dead.
The truth of the matter is someone is dead. And the truth of the matter is you're making money off of this person's death.
No, it's
even
wrong,
if
guys.
he offers to give money to the Steenkamp family, it's still like, no, man. No, Like, yes, you've served your time. Okay, cool. You've turned over a new leaf or whatever. You've paid for your sins. But for me, it's kind of like rubbing it in the faces, right? Because also these people are trying to forget. But then now, for the next however many years, we're going to be hearing...
The book will be there forever.
And then once the book is done, now they're going into production. Production is going to take another year, and then it just
and then
keeps
it's going to live on
forever. Like, it's
ever.
going to keep digging at the scars. So for me, no, like, nah. But anyway, do let us know, what are your thoughts on Oscar getting this lucrative book deal? And what are your thoughts? Do you agree with the Steenkamp family? Are they right to be angry?
Yeah.
Right? All right, we'll be right back with our top stories right after this.
Welcome to What's Cooking, where culinary passion meets expert insights. somebody must really want to cook and want to cook good food.
Immerse yourself in the bustling world of professional kitchens as top chefs create mouth-watering dishes. Join us for in-depth interviews as our host explores the experiences and expertise of our guest chefs. Don't miss out. Tune in to What's Cooking on NTV every Friday at 2100 hours and let the culinary adventure begin.
Connection. It's in the human touch, the feeling of belonging. It inspires us and empowers us, creates clarity from complexity. It starts new conversations, unlocks the power of advice, and makes an impact on your life. At Alex Forbes, we pioneer insight to provide you with advice that connects your decisions of today to your impact tomorrow.
Getting straight into our top stories, a woman whose husband cheated on her decided to rate all of the women he cheated with on TikTok.
Oh no.
A woman is rating all the women with whom her husband allegedly cheated on her. TikTok user at Hillary Zinks, who has 526,000 followers and 21.4 million likes, posted a video giving each girl a rating out of 10. Let's rate the girls my ex-husband cheated on me with, Zinks said in the video, which has 11.1 million views and 1.8 million likes as of Wednesday morning. The first woman she rates is someone whom she isn't able to identify, but she left a gauged earring on the counter in her home. Zinks writes over the video, which was first posted in 2021, that the earring was the first physical evidence she found of her husband cheating. I think this girl probably saw that he had signs of a wife or girlfriend in his house, so she left me this as a warning, she said. She rated the first girl 9 out of 10 for the warning, but she took 1 point off in case she did it just to be the B word. I am thankful you left this, and I might do this if I think I'm some guy's side chick one day, she admitted. Zinks describes the second woman as a gem and the first girl she was actually able to find and speak with. When I reached out to her, she was more than willing to tell me everything that idiot did, Zinks said. The woman reportedly provided Zinks with exact dates and name of the hotel where they hooked up, allowing her to call there and pretend she was her ex-husband's assistant and get his receipt for the room. She rated the girl 25 out of 10 points. The third woman is described as insanely gorgeous and way out of his league, which prompted Zinks to immediately give her a 20 out of 10 just based on looks. She goes to his hotel room, not only knows that he's lying, but also feels so uncomfortable she leaves in the middle of the night. Zinks claimed of girl number 3. She felt more comfortable sitting in a train station all by herself overnight than being in his room. So she updated the girl's score from 20 to 1,000 out of 10. And those 3 women were just the first part. She subsequently uploaded a part 2 video rating more women with whom her ex allegedly cheated on her. Girl number 4 starts out with a ranking of minus 12 out of 10 because she found out Zinks' then husband was married, yet still chose to sleep with him. She had a very naive thought process that was like, well, it's not my responsibility to confer him to keep his thing in his pants. Zinks said of the woman who reportedly lives in another country. Zinks spoke to the girl from her point of view and explained that they were newlyweds at the time and there was no reason for him to cheat except for the fact that he's an extreme cheater. And I also said that when we sleep with married men, we give that man the power to hurt his wife, she continued.
Okay, this is insane. This is something I wouldn't do. I don't know what the purpose of doing this is, but
Clout.
it is hella hilarious.
It is. It is.
So that's
It is.
all I can say.
Kudos to her, man.
Wait, are those actual pictures of these women? Because
Yeah.
there is a woman facing
Yeah.
the other side. Oh.
I would sue you though.
So
I'd be
she
like,
is intentionally exposing this woman to the whole world.
I think, okay,
basically.
maybe because all of these women are getting good ratings and the ones that are getting bad ratings, she doesn't really show their pictures because she was saying that she did speak to some of the women. So I think she already spoke to them beforehand and said, listen, I'm going to make a TikTok video, you know, because, yeah, with the one that was sitting on like a ledge, you can't really see her,
Her face, yeah.
Yeah, so I would assume, you know,
Maybe
if
she didn't
She didn't
consent.
consent, yeah.
Yo, no, guys, you can't do that. I think it's funny, but like, no. This woman has so much time. Where do you guys get time from?
Like, honestly.
Like, do we have the same 24 hours?
No, clearly
So
some
much
people have
admin.
more time. No,
Yeah.
it's so much admin. But in the last part where she said that when we sleep with married men, we give them the power to hurt their wives. What's your take on that statement?
Who said that?
It was the
one
Zinks,
of the
the one
girl.
who's making the rating.
Oh, she's telling other women that when they sleep with
Yeah.
married men, they
Yeah.
give him power.
To hurt the wife.
Okay, I could agree, but like, I don't think it's the other woman's responsibility. I don't think the other woman should be taking the blame for it. It's solely your husband. He decided to go cheat, so blame him. Why are you bringing the other woman in your equation also? I don't know. I agree with it to a certain extent.
Yeah.
But maybe 50%.
I think both parties can be held accountable.
Yeah.
Especially if you go in knowing. Like, I understand there are cases where, you know, later on she finds out, she's like, oh, I didn't know that this man was married. And then there are some that, like this woman that said, it's not my responsibility.
But it's true, though. It's not her responsibility. She's not the one that is in a contract with you.
So you're telling me if the same happened to you, you wouldn't really...
No, I don't
Have
care about the
hate.
other woman. I wouldn't have hate for the other woman. I might maybe call her to just ask, hey, what's up? Give me the tea. Like, okay, this happened, okay. And then I will let my husband face the music.
Yeah.
Because it's like you do not have a relationship with the other woman. The other woman is a stranger to you, or the other man is a stranger to you. Why are you putting in so much to engage this stranger, and you're putting so much negative? Oh no, I can't.
No, I wouldn't say necessarily it's like you're hating the other woman.
You
I would
are hating
say-
the other woman.
No, there are
Why
some.
are you blaming the
no,
other
there
woman?
are some that
The
definitely
person who's
hate.
responsible
No, there are
for
some
your
women
bitterness
that hate
is your husband.
the husband and the woman. And then there's some women that are just like, listen, but you could have like given me a heads up or whatever. Because
But I don't know you. I don't owe you loyalty.
But at the end of the day, it's still going to hurt regardless. Even if you
understand
know that it's your husband's fault.
I
At the end of the
understand.
day, it's still going to hurt that there's this other woman.
Yes, but the problem is not this other woman. The problem is your husband or your wife who
And the
stepped
other
out.
woman to some extent.
To some
It
extent.
takes two people to cheat.
Exactly, to some extent.
Yes.
That's why I said I agree with it. Maybe
some extent.
to some extent,
Okay,
but
let's
not
move on.
fully. Okay, we move on to some, I don't know what to call this type of news, but Nigerian artist Tiwa Savage has lodged a police complaint against Grammy nominee Davido, accusing him of making threats against her. The music star have been at odds since Tiwa posted a photo of herself with the mother of one of Davido's children on her Instagram story. Davido has not yet responded to BBC's request for comments. In her complaint, Tiwa said that Davido believed she was taunting him and responded with derogatory terms, or words rather. He told mutual friends to tell her to be careful in Lagos. Tiwa added, Davido's actions and words were a direct threat to my right of life, privacy and dignity of my person, she said in a police report. Tiwa concluded that report saying, concluded the report saying that if anything were to happen to her or her family, she wants the police to hold Davido responsible. The two stars have unfollowed each other on Instagram. Lagos State Police spokesperson Benjamin confirmed to BBC that they have received Tiwa's report. I think for me it got more serious when she said, if anything was to happen to me, Davido is responsible. I think it got deeper there.
Yeah, because I mean, you have to take every threat seriously.
Yeah.
You can't just sweep it under the rug and say, oh no, but whatever, we were friends at some point. Because since they were friends, I think she knows the power that Davido has.
Okay.
So that would be more cause for her to be concerned. Because if I'm your friend, Aina, I know what you're capable of. So now when we're not friends and I tell you, be careful,
Yeah.
obviously you're going to be scared because you know to what extent I'm willing to go to. My problem is, or rather my question is, why was it the photo of Tiwa and one of Davido's baby mamas, the
I
one
think
that triggered the whole thing?
maybe they obviously had a fallout prior, prior rather to this
Incident,
to
yeah.
Tiwa posting the photo.
Yeah.
And then I think this was just like the ticking point for Davido. Yeah, I
maybe.
don't think maybe they had issues between maybe the baby mother and then maybe Tiwa maybe tried to intervene and help the situation, but I know it can't simply just come
be that, yeah.
posting a picture. No, especially if you are friends. If maybe you and I are friends and then I introduce you to my ex and one day you post a picture with my ex, maybe you met somewhere at the restaurant, I wouldn't be angry about that.
I kind of would. Like, if I tell you the things that this person has done to me and you're still friends with them. Like,
Wait, you're not friends. You met the person and
Okay,
you
no,
took a
okay,
picture.
that meeting is,
Yeah.
that's different. But then again, usually when you're guilty, like let's say, for example, I tell you Esther did A, B, C, D, and E to me, right? And then now you and Esther take a picture. If I'm the one that lied about this whole Esther incident, now I'm worried that what is Esther telling you? You get what I'm saying? Because now Esther's going to tell you the truth. And I don't want the truth to come out that actually I was the one that was in the wrong.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So even though that may not be the case, that is what it presents as.
But to say someone should be careful in Lagos, like that is a serious
That is a
threat.
serious
You
threat.
don't say that even as a joke.
I mean, we saw when
No, you
AKA
don't
died.
do that.
Now people were digging up receipts that Burna Boy said to AKA he must be careful. What if Burna Boy is involved and whatnot? And apparently also AKA got a warning before he got to Durban. And now look. That's why I'm saying any threat to your life, don't take it lightly. Do not take it lightly because you never know. Monitoring spirits.
Yeah, no.
Now, after the break, Glenora Shapura chats to Georgina Kozumon and Unique Njoba, founders of the Yoga Garden. Stick around, we'll be right back with that interview.
eTicket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. For more information, contact events@nmh.com.na.
Now, I did mention that I'm not a lover of sports, but yoga, it has my heart. I'm now joined by the co-founder of the Yoga Garden. Good morning, how are you? And
Hi.
welcome to Smell the Coffee.
Hi, thank you. Good to have you here.
Good to have you too. Can I say that yoga is a sport? What is yoga?
We always refer to yoga not as a sport, but rather a lifestyle. Because
lifestyle.
the most, when you see yoga in TVs or on pictures, you will see the movement part of yoga, but yoga is so much more. So you will see that we are also doing breathing exercises. We are also working a lot of mind, like the mind or the mindfulness attitude that you need for yourself to support groundedness or to support your balance within yourself. So it's way more, it becomes a lifestyle, it becomes rather a habit for well-being in your life.
I see. Can you tell us the inspiration behind starting your yoga community? I know you told me before that this is a yoga community and it's not a yoga studio, which is really, really cool. What was the inspiration behind starting it?
Yes, you know, it's rather a personal story, but I will share it with you.
Yes.
So yoga in itself since years has been a very, very important resource for me when it comes now to points in my life where I really needed a good support or a groundedness because everything else in my life was rather so chaotic. And I found yoga and yoga found me. And it's such, I would call it a medicine because it has played a vital part for me to get better in many, many points and aspects in my life. So that kind of resource, I feel it is something so sacred to keep it for just yourself So yogis will always want to share that with other people, to have that resource for yourself, because once you start doing yoga, you will know wherever you are in your life, even when you're alone, you can just do it for yourself and you will feel better.
I like to think of myself as a yogi, but I feel I'm not at you guys' level yet. But what would you say? Because I've been to like so many different yoga studios, especially when I travel. I try to go see what's out there. I've tried to do heated yoga and etc. What sets your yoga community? I know it's not a studio. What sets your yoga community apart from the others?
Yes, I think it's exactly what you're saying, that we are actually viewing ourselves as community and not as a studio, because the point is, I mean, you're seeing the space. It is an open space, and it is a metaphor actually for how we do things also within our community, because with us, there's no subscription, there's no registrations. It's rather you come when you feel like you want to do yoga. It's not like when you're in a gym and you pay, for example, for the whole month, and
then I have to come, and then I have to come.
I paid, I need to come.
Yeah.
With us, it's rather the people come because it's their own 1 hour of self-care. It's their own one ritual that they have to start their week off nicely on a Monday because they want to come, and not because something else is pressuring them. So it's we have this more unique approach of how people want
I
to
like
show
that.
up.
I like that you just show up on the day that you can, and you're part of the community. And I like that. It's better than the guilt trip of, oh, I didn't go today and I'm paying for the whole month. In a world filled with so many alternatives in terms of fitness, you know, there's CrossFit, there's etc. etc. Why would you say yoga sets it apart for you as your preferred choice of, you know, tackling the mind, trying to be fit, and also trying to have a good mental health?
Yes. I would say because the variation of yoga is just so vast. For me, yoga, if I have a really down day and I just don't have energy in my body anymore, I will not do crazy stuff like your back bends on your beautiful acrobatic poses that you see many times on pictures on Instagram.
Ooh.
I would rather really just sit on my mat, maybe in child's pose, and just try to settle and become better and try to, you know, relax from the day in a way more, let's say, calm way of doing this. And this is also yoga, and it's a very, very valid part of yoga. It's not just the nice things that you see on pictures and the videos.
I really like what you said earlier when I asked you if yoga is a sport, and you said it's a lifestyle, which people don't really connect to. That yoga is more than what you do on the mat. What you do on the mat, you take with home. That's some of the lessons I've gotten from it.
Because I mean, yoga itself, it has a sister science of Ayurveda. I don't know, it's the science of life, and Ayurveda now includes also to, you know, your nutrition. What kind of nutrition is good for your body, and at what times, and at what type of nutrition is good for which type of body you have, and also what kind of and also which kind of activities are important for the type that you are, or for the time of the day that you are moving in. So there's a lot of aspects within yoga and around yoga that is related, and it plays a huge role in holistic health, let's put it like that.
Okay, so can you tell us a little bit about the yoga practice that you guys have here? What do you guys practice at the Yoga Garden? What type of different styles are there, and what's the practice really like? I know you guys told me before there's a little bit of breath work, and I'm so excited about that, but I would like to hear more.
Yes, it's interesting because we are two teachers here, and both of us, we have a really very unique approach to classes. So my colleague, whom you will speak to, she has a very traditional approach of doing Hatha Yoga, it's called like that. So she will go into the traditional asanas, which are the poses now. She does the yogic approach of breath work. And really that helps people who are getting new into yoga to get also that cultural view of what are the roots of yoga really, and where is it coming from, what is important here. And then the classes that I focus on would rather also have a small twist of incorporating some movements of Pilates and some alternative breathing techniques and some mindfulness exercises of your affirmations or things like that. So whatever class you're attending, it will be different each time, and you will find what you will search.
I am just like, wow, this sounds so delicious. Like, what? There's also affirmations involved. I mean, I can't wait. I'm definitely going to come to one of the classes.
That's great.
And after the break, we're going to be talking to the other co-founder of the Yoga Garden. Please stay tuned.
Well, when it comes to fitness, what are like your goals for 2024? Have you started working out? I mean, we just watched that amazing interview where Glenora was speaking about, you know, yoga. Is that something that you're interested in? Will you ever do something like that?
My fitness regime really focuses on strength training and cardio, and sometimes power Pilates. Yoga, it's nice and all for the mind and whatnot, but I don't think it's something that I would do because...
Does yoga actually help you like get fit, or is it?
Yeah, it does. It's a mind and body type of thing.
Okay, mind and body.
But for me, I must be sweating like crazy.
Yeah, to feel like you've
To
really
feel
worked.
like, yes. But you know what they say, all good things must come to an end. And that brings us to the end of today's episode of Smell the Coffee. Do remember to vote for Smell the Coffee for your viewer's choice for talk show. Remember, just WhatsApp hashtag NTV Awards 2024 to 085-785-6231 and vote for Smell the Coffee. And while you're at it, vote for Diana for presenter. And on that note, until tomorrow, from Diana Master and Aina Riza Cuello, it is ciao.